Hi, I'm Mel Pickup, Chief Executive of Bradford Teaching Hospitals, and welcome to the weekly news roundup from across the Trust. Today, having celebrated International Women's Day this week, we're putting the spotlight on the work of our new Early Pregnancy Assessment Service and our Gynaecology Assessment and Treatment Unit here at the BRI. More about that in a moment. Also coming up, how we can all better look after our kidneys, and we celebrate the work of a long-standing consultant, breast radiologist Dr. Anne-Marie Wason, who's just retiring from the Trust. But first, here in Bradford, we've launched 2 new services for women, one that focuses on looking after mums in the early stages of pregnancy, and another that treats patients suffering from acute gynecological conditions. Here's Interim Matron for Women's Services, Jessica Hodgins, to explain more.
So the service is really important for the women. People coming into gynaecology services is often a very anxious and upsetting time for them, and this purpose-built unit can help them get the care and time that they need. So bleeding and pain in early pregnancy is a really common thing that we see, and we do a lot of miscarriage management for our ladies. In the gynaecology service, we see a lot of people coming in with chronic pain, heavy menstrual bleeding, ovarian cysts that often need theatre. Women can be referred into the service by many means. It can be GP, out-of-hours GP, A&E, clinics, community midwives, and if they've been through the service before, we give them a telephone number when they leave, and then they can self-refer back into the service 24 hours a day. So if women ever have any concerns, if they've not been through the service before, they can always go on the NHS website or visit the GP for further advice.
Thanks, Jess. What an important addition to the services that we have here at the Trust. Now, we understand when many people have a health issue, they often turn to help from our emergency department. And I can totally see why, because they're a great team. But many minor conditions can be resolved much quicker and more appropriately, and avoiding queuing in our accident and emergency department by accessing 111 or by visiting the GP or your local pharmacist. Here's A&E practice educator Jeanette Jarvis to tell you more.
People shouldn't be coming to A&E with ailments such as coughs, colds, grazes, scrapes. There's lots of different resources in primary care. There's 111, there's a GP, there's your pharmacist that you could ask. 111 also have a website which has a lot of good information to help people. For people that are coming in with minor injuries, it prevents those people who have serious injuries and illnesses getting seen quicker. People that should still be coming to A&E are people with traumatic injuries, people with chest pain, people with possible strokes, accidents, with severe injuries and life-threatening illnesses.
Thanks, Jeanette. That is a really important message. Now, let's take a quick tour around the rest of the Trust to see what else has been making the headlines this week.
To look after our kidneys, it's important that we have a healthy lifestyle, that we take regular physical exercise, that we have a healthy diet that allows us to maintain a healthy weight. And in particular, we should avoid things such as high salt intake and smoking and excess alcohol.
It's important that people stand as governors so that we have the voices of our local communities influencing the important decisions that we make. We actively encourage people to take part in aspects of hospital life, and this is one more way that people can get involved.
Thanks, Max. And to find out more about joining our Council of Governors, please go to our website. Finally, for more than a quarter of a century, consultant breast radiologist Dr. Anne-Marie Wason has been scrutinising our patients' scans and saving thousands of lives in the process. Sadly for us, Anne-Marie's retiring this week, but we couldn't let her go without taking a look back at her long and illustrious career here in Bradford.
I've seen a lot of innovation and development of the services I'm involved in. For example, we have 3 times the number of radiologists now that we did when I started. Within about 18 months of me arriving here, we developed what we call a one-stop breast clinic. We were the first in the region, and it's now standard of care across the country. So patients now come to a clinic where they see the surgeon, but also get their imaging and their results and their biopsies at the same session. Another big development in breast work is digital mammography. So throughout radiology, we've gone from using film to using digital imaging, and that's made things much quicker with a lower radiation dose, and the images can be manipulated more, so there's less need to repeat them. I'm going to be really sad to retire because I really feel like this is my second family, and I will really miss the people I work with and the patients that I see every day. But on the plus side, I'll be able to get to spend more time with my husband and my 2 adult children who don't live with us but are close by. And I will definitely spend more time walking my 2 dogs.
Thanks so much, Anne-Marie, for all of your hard work, and we wish you all the best for a very happy and much deserved retirement. Well, that's it for this week. Don't forget, all our latest news and updates can be found on our social media channels, Twitter, LinkedIn and Facebook. Do take care, and I will see you again same time next week. Bye for now.